Today we'll be doing the poem Where the Mind is Without Fear by Rabindranath Tagore. This poem is in the course book, chapter number 1.1. So, the poem is a beautiful expression about freedom by the great poet himself. So let's see the poem. Let's see the poem properly, line wise. Where the mind is without fear. Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls, where words come out from the depth of truth, where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert sand of dead habit, where the mind is led forward by thee into ever widening thought and action, into that heaven of freedom. My Father, let my country awake. So this wonderful poem by the great poet Rabindranath tells us everything about freedom in short. Now we come to the central idea which the poet tries to explain very clearly. The central idea of the poem is about the poet's vision of freedom for his country. He desires and prays for an overall awakening of the people of the nation and not just for political freedom. Now we come to the next aspect of the poem, that is about the appreciation of the poem. Now when we talk about appreciation, remember 5 important points to write an appreciation. Firstly, the name of the poem, which is for half marks, the name of the poet, which is for another half marks, the rhyme scheme, which is for 1 mark, the central idea for 2 marks, figures of speech for 1 mark, and overall we have a total of 5 marks. So to write the appreciation, we need to about like this. The poem Where the Mind is Without Fear is composed by Rabindranath Tagore. There is no rhyme scheme as the poem is written in free verse without any fixed meter. There are many figures of speech used in the poem like alliteration, apostrophe, metaphor, personification, etc. Now we come to the summary of the poem by the great poet Rabindranath Tagore. The beautiful poem has been summarized in this way. The poet wishes his country to be free from the oppressive rule of the colonizers. The poet visualizes a nation where knowledge is accessible to all, since he believes that knowledge and education alone will lead people from darkness to light. The poet thus sketches an ideal freedom and not just the political freedom. So finally, to end it, we get to know a beautiful picture about freedom by the great poet Rabindranath Tagore. He has given us a vivid description about what freedom is. I just hope you all have understood the poem. If you have any doubt, do put it in the comment section and like and share the video as much as you can.